Good morning, North Carolina Prepper here. This is a VR to a BigCityTexas45. His contest question of what would you do if your friend came up and asked for help and he's getting $1,000 back for a tax return. Well, this is actually very easy because this has happened to me, only with my sister, and it was about 1,000, a little more, but we'll say 1,000 for the sake of this video. She came up to me and said, you know, I'm worried and I want to get food and stuff and some supplies. And I said, you know, what are you worried about? What for? And she goes, well, all the stuff going on in Iran and the Middle East and China and all this stuff. I said, so what are you worried for? You know, I mean, what are you worried about? Well, I'm worried about invasion. I said, well, there's nothing you can do about that. And like I said, let's focus on serious things now that's likely to happen. I said, so how many fire extinguishers do you have? Well, I don't have a fire extinguisher. I can always call the fire department. Okay, so we went down and resolved that issue and got 4 fire extinguishers and a long garden hose, long enough to reach anywhere in the house. Then she has an old Buick LeSabre. I think it's LeSabre. It's an old V8 car. And I said, let's store some gas because you don't really have gas cans and stuff. So I went out and we got some fuel stabilizer and poured it in the gas tank. And then we filled that gas tank up, and that gave her about, I don't know, 38 or something. It's been a while. About 38 gallons of gas. And we went to Harbor Freight and bought a hand gas pump so she could pull gas out for her generator, which I already had, you know, but she could have gas for that and she could get it out herself. And we got a cheap gas can to transfer back and forth from the car that she doesn't drive. Okay, let me rephrase that. She doesn't drive that car. It's just sitting around. And then we got a trickle charger and put the battery on it, so she'd have that taken care of. So that took care of fuel and fire for the most part. And then we went down to Costco, and we got about 100 pounds of rice, and we got a couple cases of top ramen, and then we got a bunch of spices. And that was probably about $100 worth of stuff at Sam's Club, or Costco, I mean. Then I said, look, weapons are out of the question, because my sister is anti-weapon as they come. So, that's fine. I couldn't even talk to her making a pointy stick. So, we'll see how that works out. But, you gotta do what you can. But what she has to do, I told her, she has to change her lifestyle. So we went shopping, and she showed me stuff she normally buy, and we bought 3 of them. 3 of everything she normally buys for a week. And this took up, we're about $800 now. Okay? And we spent a lot on groceries. And I said, you know, you're gonna have to take and just every week buy an extra 10 cans of whatever you buy. So now she has a stock pantry. She has about a month's supply of food. Plus, you know, the rice and ramen can really extend everything. You take 1 can of whatever and put a cup of rice with it and you got a meal. We did that for preparedness. And then she took the rest of it and we put it aside for financial emergencies, not to be touched. But we went and put it in a vacuum sealed envelope so she can't just open it. And then I froze it. I froze it inside a block of ice. So this will stop all forms of impulse buying with that money. She'll have to melt the ice and get it out and break the vacuum and all that stuff. But you have to take people slowly. If I give you $1,000 to get prepared, you'll blow it on stuff you don't need and stuff you won't use, and you haven't changed your lifestyle, and you'll eat into those preps real quickly. So please forgive the ramblingness of this video and how it's all not connected because it's real early here and I am really tired and it's been a long weekend. But sorry I'm rambling. I apologize. Basically, you tell them to spend it on food and basic supplies for basic things like firefighting, fuel, and food. Clothing in Southern California is not really an issue because it's always warm. You need to make a wheel and list everything on it: finances, defense, food, clothing, and then make this pie chart. And if the pie chart isn't round all the way, but it's jagged all around, the areas that are indented are what you need to work on the most. In fact, I'll probably do a video on that later today. The preparedness pie chart. But that's basically it. Alright, this is North Carolina Prepper. I'm going to go to bed. Please rate, subscribe, and have a great day. Be safe, everybody. North Carolina Prepper out.